slight delay when I talk. If you
Yeah,
don't mind, I'm okay if you're okay with
I
it.
have a slight delay too, so it's cool. So
But is that bad?
no, it's fine.
But
I
I
hear
hear
it
my
too. I hear it too. Like
should we re
there's a little
is that
delay. It's a feedback.
but is that bad for recording?
No, it's gonna record perfectly. This is
Okay,
gonna be the best podcast you've ever done by far,
great,
and
great.
you've done a lot of them.
How long do we
I
go?
about 4 hours probably. Maybe three if you're good. You your Skype profile is you holding a little Kermit, which is
Wait, has the
funny.
show started?
Kind of. I don't
Okay,
know.
the show's.
I'm
This is good. This information, and I'm just saying, save it for air if we
yeah
haven't
no
started.
we're rolling. But I'm an
Okay, tell
editor. I
me.
might edit the whole thing out. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Tell
But
my friend Gary. Great to see you, pal.
yeah, great to see
Now I'm
you.
happy. You see, I don't know if we're on. Hey,
It's rare.
buddy.
You are happy. I don't see you happy all the
But
time.
you don't see me happy all the time. No, I've
No.
been stressed. I've been trying. My converter didn't. I had to like bend my converter for my microphone to fit the thing. I'm dealing with a lot. I care about you, and I
Yeah,
want
no.
this to be good.
Do you know how long we've been waiting to do this? The first question I wrote down was, what are you doing during the pandemic?" this is this interview has been years in the making.
To be fair, I've never said no to you. I want you to know that. It's been you delaying it,
Oh,
sir. I
I know.
respect you and I
Well,
admire
I had
you.
to build out my studio here.
Okay, now
All
you
right.
have a talk show set, and I love that you make a studio so I don't have to be next to you. You don't want me next to you.
I like to
I
avoid
offered to
all
come
people.
over. I offered to come over, and you're like, no. You're the only podcaster who's like, please do not do it in person.
Well, it might be hard to get you out when you're here.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That sounds
Um,
terrible. Are you threatening to kidnap me, pal?
no.
What the hell
But
does that mean?
wait, where's Betty?
Betty, Betty, Betty. There's
All right, we'll
big
see
news
if.
in Betty. Betty's my dog who is does not want to be on your show, clearly.
Yeah, apparently not.
Um, there's big news in baby Betty's life. Is I oh Betty. Oh, here we go. Excuse Betty, come here, Betty. You know how what a big deal this is? She literally must know that it's your show because she does not come. She's not well trained.
You brought her
Uh,
here before.
but like the fact that she rushed over here. This is baby Betty,
Yeah, bitches
my
always
love and
come to
my
me.
heart. Is that what this was for, Gary? Is that what this was for? Is that is that why I brought the love of my life over here so you could
No,
make
you know
that?
why? Because
Is that your humor?
Your Skype profile is you holding Kermit and you're like 5 years old. And now you're holding a dog and you're like 30 years old.
Is that your humor?
No, I don't have any.
Are you one of these blue comedians?
Kind of.
Listen to what happened with Baby Betty. So I did Kevin and Sluggo radio show. It's Kevin from Kevin and Bean and Sluggo from K Rock. They have a new radio show on KLOS in Los Angeles. And I brought Betty with me. And he tweets out, "Is she cute or ugly cute?" And I'm like, "Okay, pal, but whatever. Joke's on you because you're tweeting out a picture of my dog and you're bringing in some cash to me. You know, one day she's gonna make me some money." And then uh, what happened? Oh, so this guy DMs me going, "Did you get your dog at the Wagmore shelter in the valley?" And I'm like, "He's because she looks like my dog." And then he sent me a picture of his dog, and like she had the long nipples, you know. That means that respectfully that she had a child, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I know that Betty was with her mother before I became her mother, her birth mother. I'm her adopted mother. And then I was like, oh my God, is that Betty's mom? So we're gonna have a reunion, pal.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Betty's gonna see her mom again.
That's Oh, you're going to get some photos, right? For all of our fans.
Buddy, I gotta get like Tonight Show involved. Like this is some Jerry Springer stuff. Like she gets to see her mother again. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna just meet her at the park. I'm like, how do we get this on the local news? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't you think this is a local news story?
I think it's pretty big. Could go national.
Are you being sincere? I feel like you're being glib.
I think people really like Betty and they like you.
So what do you think I should do as a professional media superstar? Do
Well, you got
you
to get your
go, do
publicist
I,
involved.
well, do I film it myself and then just send it to the local news, then do something later? Or do I have the reunion on the local news, live on the news?
I'd probably get a camera crew and film it and make it look like a big deal. And then
Gary, do you understand what that means if you're telling me to get a camera crew? Do you know what you're telling me?
it adds up. But come on, it's Betty.
But
You gotta.
no, no, it does not add up. Do you know what you're telling me? You're saying, hey, you're trying to get me to go, hey, Gary, can you get your camera equipment together and film this for me? Because you're my camera crew, pal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we've
Let's
done
get
some
some.
good stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna start the intro for. I'm gonna do the intro for the show because it makes it seem really pro. Okay, ready?
What do you mean?
Welcome.
What was this?
That was the pre
That was
prologue.
that
Prelogue.
was still the show. That's
Maybe
going
I
in the
might.
show.
Well, I might edit it, but we'll see. I'll
That was
probably
the
keep
best
it.
part.
All right, I'll probably keep it. But this is important because this is a very big time for you. Okay, hold on a sec. All right. Welcome to Entertainment World Network. Today we're talking to Taylor Williamson, an outstanding comedian. He was runner-up on America's Got Talent, and he just filmed his brand new comedy special live at the Comedy Store with Taylor Williamson. Oh, I think I reversed that. Taylor Williamson arrived live at the Comedy Store.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi,
I'm
oi.
going to fix that in post. Oh, wait, I'll just say, hold
Stand,
on. He just filmed his brand new comedy special, Taylor Williamson, live at the Comedy Store.
A few years ago, nobody knew who I was, right? Now, I'm a more beloved comedian than Bill Cosby.
It's amazing, by the way. That it's just a really good comedy special, and I'm gonna link to it. It's on YouTube. It's available for everybody.
Thank you, pal. That's very sweet of you.
What
You were
inspired you to
there.
film it?
Were you
Yeah,
there?
I was there.
That's so sweet
I
of
was
you,
there.
man.
I was sitting in the back. I was watching all the audience laugh and have a great time, and all the cameramen, and you had it all set up well, and it looked great.
Thank you, pal. You know my favorite mean comment on YouTube is that I've received? Like genuinely, my favorite snarky comment is, "Oh, you could tell that the crowd is fake laughter." And I'm like, "Thank you." I guess like the weirdest like you just dug yourself into a compliment I've ever seen because that means that there is laugh. It's like the best worst thing to say because they're saying I don't understand, but everyone's laughing. So
Yeah,
maybe I'm stupid. It's like a self-own trash talk attempt, you know?
yeah. They
Because
dug
you're
themselves in.
people are stupid, you know? Like there's lots of things I don't like, but to go into someone's thing and go just be mean because you don't enjoy it is so cruel, you know?
Well, normally they do that because they have micro penis.
Do you know I talked to a psychiatrist about this stuff and it's literally the same. This guy I grew up with in the San Diego area as you did. Um, uh, he's a psychiatrist now, my buddy, my friend Dave, and he was there too. Actually, you can see him in the special, the back of his head. And I asked him about it just casually, and it's not like the stuff sent me to the psychiatrist. Is what my point is. But it could. It's very unhealthy for me the social media. But he says the things that like good parents are supposed to say to you, like they're jealous. But
Yeah,
it's true. People who go out of their way to say mean, nasty things online are unkind, unhealthy, sad people. And it's literally you can just translate it like Annie Hall style. What they're really saying is, I'm a sad person, and I'm hoping to get attention and tear you down to bring you to my level because I'm a sad person. You know, that's what bullies are. It's just this classic.
yeah.
But Gary,
Basically.
you're not one of those. Gary, you're a kind person. Well, you're kind of a bully to like Donald Trump and people like that. Actually, actually, you kind of are.
Wait, did
But you punch
wait?
up.
Did you see
You
my
punch
latest
up
bid?
though.
Did you see my bid on the Trump library?
Yeah, it was a good joke. It was a good jokes. It was a
Thanks.
good bit. I saw it. I liked it. I commented on it.
Yeah, I got bullied in school by Tucker Carlson's little brother Buckley, and then I
That's
beat his
true.
ass, and then he never said another word. And
Is that
ironically,
true?
yeah. And then Tucker, who is now the biggest useful idiot of Russia, went and gave Putin a softball interview, and now he's like the stooge of the country. So it's interesting how things evolve.
Did you see? I just saw a clip of that. Tucker went to a grocery store in Russia and he was saying, it's so cheap here. Who cares about people's philosophies and kindness and whatever? It comes down to how much groceries are. And it's so nice here. Like, you maniac. You absolute Republican, liberal, conservative, Democrat, whatever you are. This guy's a maniac.
Well, his dad's name is Dick, and I think it runs in the family.
Look at
Yeah,
you. Look at you.
I'm working on it.
Look at you. You Gary versus the Carlsons. I'd watch that show.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Although he does have a lot of kids, apparently.
Oh.
But so, what inspired you to bring out this comedy special now?
This business is the business that I knew and loved and has fallen apart, and it's up to me to uh, put my backbone where my wishbone is. And I made a comedy special because I'm not gonna wait for an opportunity. I'm gonna give myself an opportunity, and I'm gonna find talented, kind people to help me make this thing. And I did it, and I ended up getting an offer from a streamer, and I turned it down, and I decided to do it myself and release it for free to all the wonderful people who want to watch my comedy. And it's been so special. It's a lot of work promoting yourself. It's very anti my nature and my comfort zone, but I'm putting myself out there like I have not done in years, and also since America's Got Talent, but also I've never done it. I never like had to do it by myself either. Like, so it's a lot of work, but it's a the high work, high reward or something like that. I don't know what they say.
Yeah, and you
That's not what they
produced it
say.
yourself, which is great. And
I just
and
wanted
you're
to say, put your backbone where your wishbone is. I just wanted to say that. It's a good quote.
yeah.
That's what you did, Gary. You like, I want a talk show. You made it.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's growing.
It is. It's
Entertainment
beautiful.
World Network is a big growing network. So
Respect.
I figured if Fox could do it, I could do it too. But so the cool thing is, so you've been touring and you've done a lot of great podcasts. Harlan Williams, you were on the other night. That was hilarious.
Thank you. That was really
And
special. Can I tell you what I have to remind myself in this business and in life is like when I get to entertain people who entertain me in my life. Like, Harlan Williams is a great comedian. I told him I truly think he's the funniest comedian alive.
yeah,
Like, he literally is the funniest. I genuinely think he's the funniest stand-up comedian alive. Like, I don't
oh,
know what
you
that
mean
means, because there's different categories, but no one makes me laugh. Like, there might be people who are like better, whatever that means. I don't know why I don't even know why I'm describing this. He's like top three at least,
yeah,
but he's the funniest. He's the funniest, and to get to make him laugh on and to entertain him, like he watched my thing. It's the most special thing to entertain someone who entertained you.
yeah, and he loved it.
There was a Disney animator. I'm bragging. I'm name dropping and bragging. I got to meet this guy, Dave Steffen. I hope I'm saying his name right. He designed. He animated like Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, and then the seagull from Little Mermaid that Buddy Hackett played, and he was at my taping. And I just talked to him the other night. I didn't know he was there, and he said the nicest things to me. I'm like, it blows my mind. This business is so hard and it's so soul crushing. But when stuff like that happens, I have to like hold on tight to it and bring it close to my heart. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you got a lot of great fans, and you are one of the very few comedians that makes me laugh consistently. So that's why I always
Oh,
love seeing
thanks.
your stuff, and your posts are hilarious. Your comedy's hilarious,
Thank you,
and
Gary.
I first saw you on America's Got Talent, and I think you got a lot of fans of America's Got Talent. What was it like before America's Got Talent for you when you were like an up and coming struggling comedian?
Well, I did stand up for 10 years before that. Like, people, the most common thing I would hear from America's Got Talent fans after shows is two things. One, hey, you're taller than I thought you'd be. I get that a lot. And then I followed you since day one. And I'm like, bitch, day one was 2003. I was 17 years old at Sandy Seashore's Comedy Workshop in La Jolla. But uh, so yeah, I was always a full-time comedian. I was very poor, but I never had to have a day job since I started stand-up comedy when I was young. I always got little opportunities and bigger opportunities, and I was able to scrape by doing colleges and opening for comedians. And Yeah, like I did Last Comic Standing. I did Comedy Central thing. I did Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson and Just for Laughs Comedy Festival and MTV TRL. I was on TRL like 10 years after it got
Oh wow.
canceled, but they brought it back and it was weird and it's online somewhere. But yeah, it was a scramble though. It was a very like what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? And then my career was in a very down point. Like I've never been completely broke. I've had $1,000. I never had $0, and I had nothing to look forward to. And then I had the opportunity to audition for America's Got Talent because this guy Josh Sandoval, who now is the big time Netflix exec, booking the Netflix is a Joke Festival. But he was like a he. I grew up with him. He's from the same town as us, and he wasn't even a talent scout. I thought he was a talent scout. His job was just a social media guy. And this is back then where his job was to take pictures and tweet the pictures.
Oh
There
wow.
wasn't a whole social media thing, you know? And he got me like a he got me to the I had to go to the normal audition, but he helped me skip my nepotism was I got to is nepotism non-family also. He helped me skip waiting in line for 12 hours. I was still there for like 9 hours, but I got to skip a lot of it. But I still had to go from level one audition that everyone else had to do, but I got to skip some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm 26 years old. I'm from San Diego, California, and tonight I'll be performing stand-up comedy.
Hey, what would you do if you won the $1 million? What would you do?
Well, I'd buy everyone in the audience ice cream.
And they integrated you in that show. That was amazing because they had you as a love interest for Heidi Klum, and they made you a character basically on the program in kind of a way I've never really seen before, where they really brought the humor out of you and the program and Heidi. So what was that like? Did you write that, or did they write that, or how did that organically happen?
You just answered it, pal. It organically happened. The whole time I was like, let me talk about getting bullied. Let me give you a tragedy story so that people will feel bad for me and keep me on the show.
I also thought that you were very funny in a very shy and dorky kind of a way.
This is just a character. I have sex all the time.
Good for you. Good for you.
That show, you don't plan on if you plan on winning that show, you're a sociopath, narcissist, maniac, which is most people who go on shows like that. But like I was just trying to get college gigs. I was like, if I get on 2 episodes, I can get some college gigs. It was always just pay my bills for the next year. How do I pay my bills for next year? So, but they kept putting me on as I'm goofy and I'm broke and my mom pays my cell phone bills. And if you go to my YouTube page, please watch Taylor Williamson live at the Comedy Store first. But I also just posted my entire America's Got Talent journey on my YouTube channel. You can watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And but it was like the most special thing. It was this is very obnoxious to say. I would dare say I have the most one of the most interesting journeys of anyone could ever have on a competition or reality show because I got to have a storyline.
Yeah.
No one gets to have a storyline on these shows, but because of Heidi Klum, I ended up having like if you were writing a movie, like I had a storyline.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, I hope you liked
Hi.
my animal jokes. I thought you would because, you were married to a seal. Hi, Heidi. It's great.
You're sharing this picture with everybody.
I forgot to tell you before. I had a really great time with you last night, and
I did too, but you're sharing this picture with everybody?
well, I forgot to tell you also that you left your lederhosen in my place again. She always does that. It's so weird. She wants to see me again.
Normally it's here's my competition, what do you think? Here's my performance, what do you think? And I have my own storyline of like I'm sick or my parents don't love me because I'm gay or whatever the people's story is, not to demean anybody.
I'm not gay. Sorry, ladies.
But I got to have like a journey, and it's really special to watch. And I watched it back, and I'm like, it's funny because I'm so different now than I was before, but I'm proud of myself, Like I don't think I could do that today, honestly. Like it requires a certain level of desperate for me to do what I did. It requires a certain level of desperation and like bizarre confidence that's maybe unhealthy level of confidence. Like I don't know how I did that. Like it's really gnarly.
I can't even make this up. A dog's father's a 4-pound black poodle. Dog's mother, 60-pound white Labrador retriever. That's a huge size difference. But I guess it proves the stereotype that black poodles love fat white bitches, right? Hey, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Heidi Klum. I love you so much.
I knew I was nervous. I was like freaking out before every show. I was like, every show we would do they had us do what do you call it, like rehearsals. So we in Radio City Music Hall in front of 6,000 empty seats, and I had to run my act every time the producers were freaking out that I was gonna bomb and tank it, because like I don't do well if the crowd doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And like so there's no crowd to laugh. It just looks like what is this guy? But then the crowd came out, like it was special. And then every time the crowd got to know me more and more, so they got what I was about, and it's so interesting and weird, and it was a special time.
Yeah, and
Before
Heidi was
social
very
media was what it was.
and Heidi was very nice to like go along with all the storylines, like your kid making out with her. Now you guys are married, like that kind of thing. I mean,
I have a career thanks to Heidi saying you're not funny. It's like wrestling. She said mean things about me, and then the crowd booed her, and then people voted for me because they're like, "Forget you, Heidi. We support Taylor." And then I had a whole shtick trying to get her to like me, and like I'm so grateful to that woman. I'm sure the last thing she wants to hear in her life right now is "How's Taylor?" But like I hear it so much. I'm sure she hears it sometimes,
Yeah.
because we had such a thing, and I came back on the show every couple of years doing stuff with her. So I'm eternally grateful for that pretty lady,
Yeah, and it was funny. Well, not funny, but so you were runner-up, and when they're announcing the top two, I'll never forget the look on your face when you're standing there. So were you that? You must have been that nervous internally for that expression.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
It's
to know
like
that you
even
could-
though I'm not like, yeah, I was inside a TV. It's bizarre being in. I felt like this when I was on Loveline, the Dr. Drew Adam Carolla radio show. Being on that was weird. I think Mike Catherwood was the host when I was on it. But like being inside a radio show that I used to listen to, but also being inside a reality show that I've watched, when you become that person, like in the final two, who's gonna win? I'm just like, what? It's funny. Like my memory now is like half what I saw on TV and half what I experienced. Like I'm just like, which one is my actual memory? But I just remember being like, am I gonna win this? Because like it was so weird. There was a website that was tracking Twitter votes. Like they can't track online votes and phone votes, but Twitter was public, like hashtag vote for Taylor, whatever. So there was a website that tracks the hashtags, and it said I got the most votes on that. So like I was talking to my cousins, I was like, am I gonna win?
America has voted. The winner of the $1 million and the star of a headline show in Las Vegas is Kenichi Bina! Congratulations! Taylor, you are awesome!
But thankfully, America is not racist and voted for the Japanese dancer from Japan. So I
Yeah.
thought that was a beautiful thing. But the people who came to see my shows, people who came to see my shows were racist though. Could be like, "How'd that Japanese guy win?" And they say racist stuff, and I'm like, "Good lord!" Like you're more mad than I am. I'm just like, what is happening?
Well, it is weird that it's America's Got Talent, and probably a good percentage of the acts are from other countries. But I guess we accept
yeah.
everybody.
That's America, pal.
Yeah.